There's a couple flies left, but I got a whole slew of them. And this bathroom smelled like poison because it had poison stuff sprayed in there, and I had the door closed for a little while. They're sluggish, these last couple big flies, but. And I cleaned everything up. It's not a big stinking mess. And I sanitized everything with bleach. Woody woo. Here I are. Hello. You want the light on, buddy? Okay, alright. This is still a mess out here, but I did the dishes. I like doing the dishes, make sure they're nice and clean and the sink's empty. Got your Dramamine for the dizziness? Whoa! Today's Tuesday. This morning, I was going to start cleaning the bathroom and everything. And I anticipated it to be a whole day thing. Whoops, only took me about 10 minutes. I just finished. Like, if you're really raring to do it, you're going to do it. I just, had to find a place for all the crap that was laying around. It has places, and I put them there. Things there. A couple things I pitched, because they were like empty containers, like you go, I can use that maybe. Well, it's a product I use all the time, so there'll be another empty container if I really need that, but I don't think so. Brian said, we were thinking of going to the p.a.r.k today. I said, oh? He's the one down in Brea Canyon, or whatever it is, I don't know. It's like, what was it, a 45-minute drive, but the traffic was horrible. It's a really cool park. We paid $3 entrance per car. We paid $3, and it had multiple playgrounds and a big lake. And usually there's geese all over the place. I don't know where they were. They weren't there right now. Maybe they were in the bushes on the hillside or somewhere else. I don't know. But we played there for a while, and I had gained all my weight back, so I was moving like a snail. At a snail's pace, and but I was trying my best, keeping an eye on the little guy because he likes wandering around, and he wanted to be just as like his big brother. He wanted to climb, and he didn't want to go down the slides, but he wanted to climb up all the stairs that there were. He's practicing climbing stairs and ascending and descending stairs. He's very proud of himself. He can say Nana really good, really well. Nana, Nana, Nana. I heard him saying Mama in the car. And, they get bored. And I said, well, why don't you sing a song, Sebastian. So pretty soon I heard, na, 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 for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then it was real quiet. He had fallen asleep. He's such a good little kid. He is such a good little kid. Spencer's gotten to the point where I think somehow inside knows that he's whatever growing stage he's going to and growing more mature and more older and all that, and he doesn't want the good stuff to end. He doesn't want being carried here and there. He doesn't want being spoiled to end. And he's learning that when you have to stop, you have to stop. And he's learning that kind of stuff. And sometimes he has a hard time with it, especially if he's tired. And he's trying to get over pushing his brother out of the way. Because today he pushed him out of the way in the kitchen and the baby fell down. Well, Sebastian fell down and bonked his head on the tile floor. And Grandma talked to him, and apparently I did okay talking to him because Daddy came over to talk to him, and he didn't have to say a whole lot because we're trying to tell him, like, you wouldn't like it happen to you, would you? No. And you were a lot stronger than you think you are, and stuff like that. He's maturing. It's hard to grow up. Believe me, I'm fighting growing up. It's mandatory to get older, but it's not necessarily mandatory to grow up, right? I don't know what, it's 7:45 right now. I hung out over there with them for a while, and we played cars, and I played with Sebby. He gets to one end of the living room, and I'll say, 1, 2, 3, go! And he runs over to me as fast as he can, and he's laughing and running as fast as he can. And he comes over, and I pat him on the head, and then he walks back to where he was, and he's looking at me like, okay, I'm ready. So we did that for about 20 minutes solid. They got to sleep good tonight, those kids. This is the last week of Spencer being off of school. So, and tomorrow is auditions for a Christmas program thing, and I had a slow song, and I've been thinking of fast songs, and I'm just thinking one from Oliver. Consider yourself at home, consider yourself part of the family. We haven't a lot to give. Well, whatever. And, or from Singing in the Rain, where Debbie Reynolds, Donald O'Connor, and Gene Kelly have been up all night. It's a good morning, you dance all night through, whatever it was. Good morning to you. That's kind of snappy, isn't it? I'll have to learn the words, and I don't know how much of it is one guy's part or another guy's part, but maybe I can sing enough of it. I think I'll do the good morning. I think that's more in my vocal range as the snappy song, and I'll dress nicely with my big girl bra. And then Thursday we have a brush up rehearsal. Friday performance, Saturday afternoon and evening performance, and Sunday afternoon, and then we're done. Wow. To anyone having tuned in and listened to me blah 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 about it, seemed like forever. But for me, especially because I'm older, time goes so fast. These last two big flies need to depart this plane. I can't quite get them with that tennis racket thing either. They're a little too fast, even though they're sluggish. But it's kind of a sick thought, It's kind of enjoyable killing them. But I think of them as the devil's children, and they're annoying as heck, and they poop every time they land. How sanitary is that? Maybe they are part of the cycle of whatever. Like they lay eggs, and the eggs are maggots which eat up dead material. And then they turn into flies and lay more eggs. And then, I don't remember. I think I looked it up to see how long they live. 2 to 4 weeks or something. Or was that, there's a chrysalis, a butterfly sleeping bag, on the front porch. I'll have to try to remember to take a picture of it. And it's in an area that an Amazon driver, if they're clumsy, might accidentally hit it. So I hope they don't, because I like butterflies. Spencer told me, he goes, look, there's a chrysalis. So, and it was moving a little bit. So I looked up to see how long that they're in a chrysalis. I think it's 1 to 2 weeks. And their lifespan is like a month and a half to 2 months. So they don't live that long. But it's exciting. It's something that's going to be exciting to watch. Cat's on my lap already. It still stinks like bug crap in here. But a little bit at a time. It's like, and I don't like using the word elephant because I love elephants. Because I can't eat an elephant all at once. You gotta little by little by little. So, I mean, I'm not bewitched. I can't wriggle my nose and then the place turn into House Beautiful. Maybe someday it will be House Pretty Good. And I can keep it that way. The sprinkler system in the yard been acting up or something and losing a lot of water. So Brian has this guy named Kevin who's like an all-around contractor type guy. he came over, helped take a look at it, and the leak that was there is now a very, very slow leak. It's more manageable until something better can be done. And the little old playground equipment, Brian and Kevin moved it over to a spot where when one day Kevin can come and pick it up and take it, because he was going to take it. So, man, this place is going to be all spruced up by Christmas. Haven't gone to the computer to check out the ticket situation yet, but I'm going to have to. Yeah, not sure what to have for supper. I bought like 2 pizza crusts. It's like a thin pizza, and it's not very good. It's a cheap one. So I think what I'll do is I'll put, just make it a cheese pizza. I mean, or without, just like olive oil and garlic. Aglio e olio. Aglio is garlic and olio is oil. So make aglio e olio pizza con formaggio with cheese on top. Kind of like giant cheese bread on this flat pizza crust thing. It's kind of a piece of crap. But I think that's what I'll have for supper. We stopped at a place called Mr. D's. D as in dog. It's down in this Bray Canyon area. And inside is really cool. It's got old pictures of like old cars and guys in t-shirts like, what's his name? Dean? The one that died. Oh, like 50s hot rodder type guys in t-shirts around a campfire, and then there's another one of like a car hop, food place with a car hop going out to an old-fashioned car, and then they have a part of a Chevy that's been made into a booth. And there was this big fat Mexican girl. She must have been, I don't know. I mean, if I wear 3X, she must have been 10X. I mean, she was a big girl. Like Gabriel Iglesias says, damn. She was damn big. She was all dolled up. The dress was pretty, and her hair was all done, and her face was super makeup. And she had someone taking her picture in the restaurant in front of different pictures, and I think at a table with food on the plate. So I don't know quite what it was for, but she was real pretty. It's just that she was big girl. And I had a chicken sandwich. It had avocado on it. I'm not used to that. This is California, I know, but... And it was so slippery. I cut it in half and stuff was still slipping out of the bun. And French fries, it filled me up. So I'm really not hungry. I could go without eating. But I want to clean out the refrigerator and get it in order in the morning. Make, a few breakfasts and a chicken salad, chicken soup, a few things like that. Clean up the refrigerator. The other day I stopped at the store to get some more Pepsi. It's $6.99 for, what is it, 12-pack? $6.99. Yeah, they've got they try to discourage people from drinking sugar and eating a lot of bad stuff here in California, and they tax the heck out of stuff with sugar and all that. I understand what they're doing, but I like Pepsi. And I went through the line. I only bought a couple things, and I put it in the cart. And I went to lift it up so that I could get a good handle on it. This was still out while I was leaving, but still in the store. And I lifted it up, and some can was just dribbling and dripping all over the place. And I said, uh-oh. So the girl went back and got me a new one. And then they had to clean it up, but I don't know what they do with remainder cans of that. Do they get to share it back in the back? The people that work there? I guess if so, then they didn't mind it. I don't know. So that's my week coming up and all that good stuff. And 15 minutes is definitely long enough. Yeah. Thursday morning, Kitty Cat and I are going to have beautification. We're going to do our nails. He needs his done so he doesn't get snagged on stuff. And, put lotion on and get all beautified. Anyway, tomorrow's expecting Amazon to bring some little keychain teddy bears for me to give to all the people in the play. So that's it. Everybody knows everything now. Yep. My eyes are having like an allergic reaction. Maybe it's this poison crap. I don't know. The air quality lately has been pretty bad. I mean, you can see the smoggy crap in the air. You can almost take it with a spoon and eat it. Oh, I should sleep well at night. So I can get up and go upward and onward.